What's good, guys? Welcome to Belmondo TV. It's your boy JC back again with another video, guys. Hope you're well, looking after yourselves, keeping healthy, and yeah, just keeping yourself centered. This is a quick one. There's a subject that I wanted to talk about. Someone asked me a question yesterday, and they said, what is high value? What's a high value man, or even a high value woman? Because I think there's misconception that high value means it's always about the money, having a nice car, money and everything else. But the way I look at it, high value is it's not just about money. It's not just about cars, a nice house, and all the other glamorous stuff. High value to me is about principles, standards, boundaries, self-love, assured, confident, self-belief, knowing your identity. That's high value for me. When we talk about high value, it's got to be more than just money and all the other stuff, because when you watch a lot of videos that talk about high value guys, going to the gym, looking good, having money, having a purpose, that's the misconception of most of the time what people talk about. But for me, high value means a lot more than that. It's about knowing who you are as a person, knowing your identity, what your goals are in life, having principles, having certain standards in terms of who you mix yourself with, high value in terms of more relationships or friendships you get into. If you're a high value man or woman, you're not going to be friends with someone who's a drug dealer or who's a criminal. You're not going to get in a relationship with someone who's narcissistic or abusive or violent. There's a certain standards that you set for yourself, because the way I look at it, especially now from my experience, with the friendships, the relationship that I've had, there has been people, grown ass men or women with very low values of themselves in terms of what the choices that they make in life, in terms of the desperations, the lack of identity, the jealousy, the ability to not understanding who they are as people, lies, people. And listen, people will go as far as tell some of the wicked lies, just to justify something. I just don't understand it. If you're a high value man or high value woman, but you're crying out like you're looking for the perfect relationship, how the hell are you going to find a perfect relationship if you can't even be true to yourself? If you can't be true to yourself, how can you be looking for a perfect relationship or friendship or any kind of relationship? All the bull crap that people go around, and especially like you got social media, and you'd come across it, which is sad for me to see. You go on someone's social media, they talk about true love, they talk about finding the one, they talk about certain standards. But the reality, what's your reality? What are you like as a person? Do you live by those standards? Do you set those boundaries? Because from my experience, the people that seem to be coming across talk a lot, but they don't seem to live on the standards that they're looking for. You're looking for a relationship that gives you true love, that gives you honesty, trust, loyalty. but you're behaving like a douche. You're lying. You deceive. You manipulate. You know, playing games. You know, if you're a grown-ass woman that you're in your late 20s, 30s, 40s, and you're playing games, how in God's name are you going to find true friendship or relationship? You're not going to find it. So that is the reason why, for me, high value, I've always said it, high value is about knowing who you are, your identity, your principles. You value yourself as a person, being able to make decision based on your standards, not being desperate. You know, you're gonna find women, men that get into relationship or friendship or any kind of relationship because they're desperate, because they're scared of being alone. They can't stand being alone, and those fears pushes them to make decision that's erratic, decision that is not true to who they are. So that's low value. That is low value. And a high value person would not put the people that they love in a situation where they could lose them. They wouldn't do that. Someone who understands life, someone who understands the values of people that are around you, someone who's true to themselves, someone who's not telling themselves lies, someone who's not manipulating, someone who's not lying to get what they want, is not high value. It will never be high value. You can't be high value if you try to play games. You're manipulating, you're deceiving, you're telling lies after lies. You cannot be high value. And if that's who you are as a person, that's the kind of people you're going to attract. And I can promise you this, a high value person will spot that out from a mile. You're not going to be in a relationship with someone who's high value because they'll sniff it out. You know, I've been on dates where straight away I already know the red flag. You can already see the red flags because this person doesn't understand life. They don't understand the principles, the values, how you carry yourself, how you conduct yourself. Straight away you start to, you know, already trying to justify who you are as a person. No high value person does that. If you go on a date, if you go and meet someone, man or woman, there are certain ways you carry yourself. And I do believe a high value person wouldn't show off. And that is something that I had to learn for myself. You wouldn't go on a date, you wouldn't go and meet friends and start showing off just to be liked. You know, that's not what it's about, because the reality is that if you went on a date with, if I went on a date with a girl and I start talking about money, I'm start talking about cars, already you giving the agenda that, okay, like me for this reason, like me for that reason. And if you ended up with the wrong person and they're only with you because of those things, then you setting yourself for failure. You know, I would rather now go on a date in a taxi or not even talk about my business, not even talk about anything else other than just getting to know the person. You know, these are the things that makes a person high value. It's not just about the money. Absolutely, someone who's high value is someone that ambitious, works hard, have a purpose. You know, they know who they are. They're not gonna lower their standards. They're not gonna be with someone that's truly they're not attracted to, but just for the sake of fear of being alone, just for the sake of being in love. You cannot find true love if you do not love yourself, if you're uncomfortable in your own skin, if you're pretending to be someone else, if you're trying to justify who you are or the things that you do. You cannot find someone who's high value to have the kind of relationship you want, or friendships, or any kind of or business partnership that's true. You have to come correct. You have to come with no games. You have to come with your own identity. You have to be authentic, your true self. You cannot change who you are for someone else. That's not great relationship. That's not great friendship. A high value person does not change who they are for someone else. They don't do things to please other people. They understand who they are. They understand their values. They empathize with other people. They are kind, but not nice, in a sense where they know their boundaries. They're kind, but also their boundaries. They will allow someone to take the piss out of them. And these are all high value. So next time when you're talking about high value, it's not just about the money. It's not just about the cars or the house. It's about principles. You cannot mess around if you're high value. You cannot live on lies. You cannot come out with bull crap. People would lie. I remember a girl I knew lied about her dad dying. People lie about being sick. People lying about some of the lies I've heard in my life. I'm thinking to myself, how can you expect to find a true relationship when you've got the audacity to lie on that level? Those kind of levels of lies, straight away I can spot out red flags. I can spot out someone's low value. Someone who's low value is always desperate to please. They're uncomfortable in their own skin. They will try to put you down. They've got no values. To them, it's about competition. Who's better? That's low value. When they sleep at night, when they get to bed at night, they're uncomfortable because they need someone there. They need someone to give them attention. That is low value. You've got to start loving yourself, appreciating who you are, understand your faults, your mistakes. Try your best to be the best version of yourself and being true to who you are as a person. And when you meet the person that you care about, don't play games. You do not play games for the people that you love or care about, because you're putting it on the line, because you're going to lose. If you truly love someone, if you truly love someone and care about someone, why would you put them in a situation when someone else can take them off you? Why would you? There are people out there that are real, authentic, true to themselves, high value men or women that just want to be with someone who gives them the exactly same energy. No games. And as soon as you're playing games, you cannot play games with high value people, because they're going to spot it out. You're going to miss that chance. Why would you put yourself in a situation where you've met someone that you truly care about, true potential, but because you're trying to manipulate, you're trying to play games, you're trying to play these insecurity kind of games, you're putting that person on the market to be taken by someone else. Why would you even do that? Why would you take the risk? I will never understand it. I know we live in an age where it's about games, it's about manipulation, it's about social media. Grass is always green on the other side. But that's not the reality. The reality of life is very difficult. And to truly find people that are true, it's the hardest thing you can ever find. People that you want to be around, people that tell you the truth. They're constructive in terms of how they communicate with you. They don't lie to you. They're honest. They live by certain boundaries and principles. These are the things that makes people high value. And when you're in a friendship or even in a marriage and relationship, you teach each other how to be on a level. You teach your kids and you pass it on. Those are the values that you pass on from generation to generation. But why do people carry on? If you came from a low value family, a broken family, or your mother had different husbands and your father had different wives and things, and broken families and all that chaos, why would you carry that? Why would you even feel comfortable in carrying that flag? Why would you think it's a norm? These are not the norm. Yeah, we live in a society where people lower their standards, but that doesn't mean that these things are normal. The whole point is that we're living in a world where everything's falling apart. Social media, phone, gadgets, life. People can go from relationship to relationships, cheat, get attention from somewhere else. No one wants to work hard. Everyone wants everything on the plate. No one wants to make money. We can go credit card. We can use credit cards to abuse credit cards, and then we're in debt. We live in the world is chaos, and the higher value people are the ones that are trying to get away from all the chaos. I can promise you that is high value. High value is the people that are trying to set the boundaries, setting goals, having a purpose, carrying a flag for honesty, trust, loyalty. These are the people. That's what makes high value. So next time you ask yourself a question, what is high value? Just remember, it's more than just money. It's about every single thing that's not right in this world. And high value is about getting away from all the wrong things that's going on in the world. So set your boundaries. Be honest. If you're looking for trust, then give trust. If you're looking for loyalty, give loyalty. And always know, grass is not always green on the other side. Life is very difficult. Bear the difficult times. Enjoy the high times. And that's true high value, men or women. Much love, guys. I'll catch up with you in another video. Much love.